Oh, Canada, home of the hip, coffee drowned in milk and sugar, politeness honed to a razor's edge, and masters of genre-defining sci-fi, fantasy, and geek lit? That's right. Canadian speculative fiction authors exploring uniquely Canadian tropes have been quietly killing it for decades. And I'm about to share with you some of the secret, made-in-Canada ingredients they stir into their stories. Canadian trope number 1, survival and resilience. From frozen tundra to soul-sucking corporate mazes, surviving harsh environments is a core Canadian trope. It's not just about fighting enemies, it's about enduring the grind, coming back day after day and doing what needs to be done. Whether you're battling a superpower's AI-driven war machine or an HR meeting at Microsoft, survival is key. Canadian trope number 2, resource scarcity and climate change. If there's one thing most people know about Canada, it's that it's blessed with abundant natural resources. Of course, Canadian authors love to imagine scenarios where these resources become contested, depleted, or exploited. The realities of climate change, resource wars, and devastating ecological or political collapse often drive the plot. Canadian trope number 3, identity, humor, and outsiders. Canada is diverse, and our global identity of inclusion and tolerance often shapes speculative fiction. In a country where multiculturalism and immigration are core identity markers, Canadian authors love outsiders, underdogs, and identity struggles. Themes of colonization, cultural clash, and identity loss are common. And we also know we're not always the heroes of our own stories. We contain multitudes, each and every one of us, and inclusion and tolerance takes effort and humility, and we are not always up to the task. All of this is often cut with humor. Our humor, which is dry, sarcastic, and self-aware, probably helps keep our egos in check. Canadian trope number 4, technology, ethics, and corporate dystopia. Canadian speculative fiction authors often write tech-focused fiction that questions corporate power, surveillance, and technological ethics. Our sci-fi often explores the dark side of innovation, how technology can overpower or dehumanize us, especially under the control of corporate dictators and governments gone bad. Now that you know some of their secrets, if you're a fan of sci-fi, fantasy, or general all-round geek-friendly stories, here are 6 Canadian books you may not have heard of, showcasing these wild, witty, and all-too-timely themes. From quantum heists to school pranks, these stories aren't just about strange worlds and speculative futures. They reflect the humor, resilience, and curiosity that defines life in Canada. Stick with me across the next few days as I go over these books one at a time. Hopefully you'll find something that interests you.